Hello children, how are you? I hope you are fine at home and you are following the teacher's instructions regularly and you are writing the notes regularly and read down the textbook and note down the important points. Any doubts are there, you have to ask your consult subject teacher. Make phone call for teachers if do you have any doubts and clarify those regularly. And now welcome to our 7th class general science. So now we have to discuss about the lesson 8. What is that? Air, wind and cyclone. Air, wind and in previous class we have learnt about the lesson is air, winds and cyclones. In this lesson, last class we have to discuss air and winds, how they form the winds and how it affects on us. That is also we explained. And wind, uneven heating on the land and water, how it changes, how it is different from place to place by based on their temperatures we have to learn. And another uneven heating between the equator and poles of the earth also we have to discuss. So now already we have to learn about the cyclone. What is the definition of cyclone? What is the definition of the cyclone? Cyclone is a violent storm on the earth. So cyclone is a violent storm on the earth. What is mean by storm? Storm means gives the heavy rains. The heavy rains are called the storm. So these storms are violent in position. Those are called the cyclone. These cyclones are we will call as a typhoons. So people call in different names of the cyclones. What are they means? Typhoons. Typhoons or hurricanes. So in different areas people call the cyclones like this, typhoons or hurricanes, where they occur. In our places some cyclones names are there. What are they? Hudhud Tufan. So many names are there where they occur. By based on their occur, people give the different names of the cyclones like this. What are they? Typhoons, hurricanes or hudhud, etc. We will discuss about how cyclones may form. Starting, we know that sun gives the heat. This releasing of the heat falls on the water of the ocean. Water of the ocean or sea. After some time, this water becomes heat and changes as a water vapor. Changes as a water vapor and mix the surface of the air and changes as warm moist air. What is the warm moist air? This warm moist air has low pressure of area. This warm moist air has low pressure. This warm moist air has a low pressure. And this low pressure of air is mixed with the surroundings of air. This warm moist air is mixed with the surrounding of air. Both are mixed together and changes as high pressure of warm moist air. High pressure of warm moist air. This high pressure of warm moist air always wants to rises upward. That means the high pressure of warm moist air wants to go above the low pressure of area. Low pressure of area. Then this new air wants always rises up, and along with this the water also wants to rises upward, and then the wind also spins along. Water and wind both are spins together because of due to high pressure of this warm moist air. Warm moist air and forms as a wind spin on the surface of the water like this. So the wind spin, wind direction and warm moist air all are mixed together. Water on the surface all are mixed together forms the cyclones. After this high pressure of warm moist air goes to the low pressure of air, and this warm moist air becomes cool and forms as a clouds, and spins like this. The wind spin, wind direction and clouds are mixed together and forms a cyclones like this. These cyclones have the I shape. The I shape of the cyclones we have seen in satellites. Where will we see? We will see in by using of satellites we will see the cyclones. The shape of the cyclone just like a I shape. Look at the textbook, page number 78. Look at this. This is just like I shape. This observed in by using of the satellite. By using of the satellite. So I want to recall once again. At starting, the sun gives heat. We know that the sun gives the heat, and this heat falls on the water of the ocean. After some time, this water changes as a water vapor and mix the surface of air and changes as warm moist air. This warm moist air has the low pressure, and the surrounding of the air must be mixed with this warm moist air and changes as a new air. This new air has the high pressure of warm moist air. This high pressure of warm moist air always wants to rise up. Along rising of this warm moist air, the water also mixed and comes above through the warm moist air. That means wind spins and wind direction and this warm moist air are mixed together and start the spinning of the wind. These all are mixed together and forms the cyclones. All are mixed together and forms the cyclones. These cyclones are moves along through the wind direction. These have the I shape. By using of satellites, we will see these cyclones. After some time, these wind spin of the cyclones, the warm moist air becomes cooled down at particular place and forms as a clouds. That means the clouds, wind spin, wind direction all are mixed together to form the cyclones like this. This is the formation of cyclones. This is the formation of the about how cyclones may form. How cyclones may form. Already I told tropical cyclones are like giant engines that use warm moist air as fuel. So tropical cyclones working as a giant engines. Here warm moist air working as a fuel like that. And the warm moist air rises upward from the near of the surface. So already I told on the surface of the water that wants to comes rises up, and from the near surface the warm air rises causing an area of low air pressure. That means the surrounding of air have the downward, they have low pressure area. They wants to always rises up and causes the low air pressure below only. And air from the surrounding areas of high pressure pushes into the low pressure area. We know that the winds are moves from high pressure to low pressure. That's why the surrounding of high pressure of area moves comes to the low pressure of area at the below of the surface of the water. And next, then this new air becomes warm and rises too. So this warm air has the high pressure. That's why it wants always rises up. As the warm air continuously to rise, the surrounding air spills into like this, spills like this. Already I told you know, to take its place, and the water from the sea surface also comes up with the air. Along with the air, water also coming upward. So on the surface of ocean, water contains on the surface of the ocean. That water also comes along through the wind. So continuation of that question only I am telling. That question of answer continuation. As the warm moist air rises and cools off, that warm moist air cools and forms a clouds. The water in the air forms clouds. Already I told you know, forms as a clouds. The whole system of clouds and wind speed and wind direction, that water all are mixed together and goes up and forms the cyclones. Like this, cyclones are formed on the earth. We have to discuss about the factors contributing the cyclones. Factors contributing to cyclones. So what are the factors? What are the factors are? So wind direction. What is the first one? Wind direction. Second one, wind speed. And third one, temperature. Fourth one, humidity. These are the factors. So the factors, wind direction, wind speed, temperature, humidity, all of these factors coming the cyclones. Contributing the cyclones. Mostly in India, these cyclones will be occurred in eastern side. Eastern side means Bay of Bengal, towards the Bay of Bengal. These cyclones will be occurred in eastern side, that is towards to Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal. And these cyclones are occurred in the months of May to June, September to October, October to November. These cyclones are occurred in months of May to June or October to November. So these factors are contributing the cyclones. Discuss about destruction by cyclones. Cyclones is very destructive. Destructive means they will destroy the current poles and next trees, destroy the trees. So these cyclones, destructive of cyclones mainly depends on its intensity, size, and its location. Its size and its location. The destruction of cycles or mainly depends on its intensity and its size and its location. And next, the effects of cyclones are mainly heavy rains and strong will be come. The effects of cyclones maybe comes morely heavy rains and strong winds. So these are the destruction by the cyclone. We will discuss about the precautions to be taken before a cyclones. So point wise I will read in textbook. After I will keep a photo in your video. So you have to write those points. Okay. First point. Precautions to be taken before a cyclone. We should be cautious about rumors. So don't listen any rumors of neighbors or relatives. So at that time you have listen listen the radio news or watching the TV news. If we feel that houses are not safe at the time of cyclone, we have moved into a Pakka building in the vicinity. So if your house is not safe, that's why you have to change in Pakka houses. Pakka building in the vicinity. Okay. Third point. We should keep mobile phones in a waterproof bag fully charged. If we have more than one mobile phone, we have to use one phone at that time and leaving the other phone switch off. Using them one after the other ensure communication to the longest possible period. If you will have more than one mobile phones, then you have to charge it in full charge it. Afterwards you have to use one phone only. One by one you have to use it because they will useful to you. If we have to vacate the house, close to the toilet seat with the sand bag. So, or you want to vacate your house, close the toilet seat with the sand bags. You have to close the toilets by using of the sandbags. So next, we should close the drainage holes to prevent reverse flow of sewage. You have to close the drainage holes. Okay. And next, that prevents the reverse flow of the sewage. Next point, the trained students should be cooperate with the response teams. You have to trained students, that means NCC students should be cooperative, that means help to you response team. And next, we should make necessary arrangements to shift essential household goods and domestic animals, vehicles, etc. to safe places. So if your house is not safe, then you have to change your pet animals or vehicles in same places. You have to keep in same places. Next, have you heard or seen any experience of cyclones? Write about these in your notebook. So did you hear any experience of cyclones? And write down in notebook. They are collect information regarding cyclones from the newspaper and prepare a scrapbook with the newspaper cutting followed by a small report prepared by you. That means prepare a chart and you have to cut the newspaper clippings and paste on the chart about the cyclone photos and paste with the cyclone photos, damaged photos. Next, precautions to be be taken during cyclones. Next we have to discuss about this is the precautions to be taken before cyclones. Now precautions to be taken during cyclones. Point wise I will read and listen carefully and note down the points. We should not ignore the warnings issued by the meteorological department through TV, radio, newspapers, pass on information to others and ignore rumors. So, we should not ignore. That means you don't neglect the radio's news or watching TV news. So, don't ignore them. And next, you have to pass this information to others also. That means your neighbors or relatives, like that. And the second one, when a cyclone alert is on for your area and continue normal working, but stay alerted to the radio warnings. Or you want to go outside for doing job or taking any other work, doing any other works, or you want to go outside. So that's why you must go. But you have to stay alert. That is the main important. And listen the radio warnings also. And next we have to close the doors and windows, stay in the house. If heavy rain or winds, heavy winds will become, then you have to stay at home and close your doors and windows carefully. Stay in the house only. And next, even when the winds stop, we should not come out until the official declare that winds have completely stopped and it is safe to come out. So the winds are stopped. That's why I want to go outside. So or you want to go and enjoy it. Don't do like that, because the current wires may be cut or trees or fall on the roads. So like that, that's why you don't go outside and listen the radio news or TV news. Then they will say whenever go to outside, then only you have to go. Next, and you have to stay at home in safe zone. Next, switch off electrical mains in your house. So mainly cyclones will come, you have to switch off your electrical. That means switch off your switchboards for everything. Keep ready the phone numbers of all emergency service like police, fire brigade and medical centers. So keep your phone with you only. And next, note down the phone numbers of police and fire brigade and next medical centers. And next, pack essential for yourself and your family to last few days, including medicines, special food for those who would need it. This may be include babies or elders. In your house, any babies are there or old peoples are there, you have to keep more food safe zone. You have to keep your food carefully and use how much or you want and keep sufficient. That food only you have to keep it. So because you can use the sufficient food only. Don't waste the food. And post-cyclone measures. Post-cyclone measures. Next topic is post-cyclones measures. I will read step by step. If you are staying in a cyclone hit area, strictly avoid any loose or dowling wires. So don't touch any transformers or current poles or current wires. Don't touch at that time. You must avoid those. And next, do not drink water that could be contaminated. Always store drinking water for emergency. You should drink the drinking water, pure drinking water only you should use. Don't use the contaminated. That means impure water, don't use it. And next, whenever there is a outbreak of dysentery, we should take tea or decoction and starch solution. Any diseases will become, then you must drink the tea or decoction or starch solution only. That is called the ganji. And next, we should not go near the bunch of tanks, streams, the river banks, fallen trees, buildings, poles, seesaws to play or sightseeing and taking selfies. Don't go near the river banks and next to any tanks, canals, streams. So because you must fall. That's why don't go near. And next, you must don't take the selfies at that time. Next, cooperate and help your neighbors and friends. You must help for your neighbors or relatives or friends like that. First aid should be provided to the injured. You must keep the first aid yourself only. That is useful for us. At the time of cyclone, some people lose their beloved family members and children or pets. That means at the time of the cyclone, somebody are relieving. That means they will lose the beloved family members. That means mother, father, they will lose them and they will go away outside. In such situation, we should give the assurance, guidance or counseling in order to should not go to a depression state. So at that time you should stay with them and you have to guidance them and counsel them and don't go to the depression level. You have to help them. Next, advanced technology has helped and these days we are better protected. In early part of the last century, coastal residents may have had less than day to prepare or evaluate their homes from oncoming cyclones. So, in olden days, cyclones are not easily. But nowadays, we will find out very easily. By using of satellites, radars, we will find out and we will tell the hour to hour. We will tell as a news. Next, the world today is very difficult. Thanks to satellites and radars and a cyclone alert or cyclone watch is issued 48 hours in advance of any expected storm or cyclone warning is issued 24 hours in advance. The message is broadcast is every hour or half an hour when a cyclone near the coast. Near the coast, the cyclone, when will become the cyclone, we will find out very easily and we will tell every half an hour or 1 hour in the news. Next, information about the cyclones will be given by the information of the cyclones given by Indian Meteorological Department. The shortcut form of this department is IMD. The information of cyclones are given by Indian Meteorological Department. The shortcut of this department is IMD. We have learned that all storms are low pressure system. Wind speed plays an important in the formation of the storms. It is therefore important to measure the wind speed. The instrument that measures the wind speed is called the anemometer. So cyclones mainly depends on the wind speed. Cyclones mainly depends on wind speed. So nowadays we are using an instrument to find out the wind speed. What is that instrument? Anemometer. What is that? Anemometer. Anemometer is an instrument to find out the wind speed. And we can find out by using of this wind speed, we can find out the where cyclones are located very easily. So, I hope you understood the lesson. Based on this, I have given assignment. First question. What is the first question is? How cyclones may form. How cyclones may form. Already I have given notes on this question. Write down right answer for this question. And the second question. What precautions do you to be taken before and during cyclones? So see the textbook, read the textbook and note down important points and write down the right answer for this question. Third question. What instrument is used to measure the wind speed? At last, I told the answer. Anemometer is an instrument to measure the wind speed. So, thank you. I will see in next class.